everyone, welcome back to another Cut Above with Chris. I'm going to be using a soap today which has come from the secret Artisan, and his stuff, his labels and everything are all sorted. I think he's got his tubs ready. This is pretty much the first batches of scented soap that he's sent out. I think it is the first batch he's sent out to anyone. Now I'm going to be using one today which I think is going to be finally called Jaffa. I'm not 100% sure. But for those of you that don't know, well, you know what a Jaffa cake is. I mean, it smells like chocolate orange. It's got that lovely orange scent, and then you've just got that sort of cocoa, sort of chocolatey scent through it as well. It's really nice. It's a lovely scent. Now I've got another two here. Now this one here is lavender, and it's a beautiful light lavender scent. I'm not a big floral fan, I have to say, but that's similar to sandalwood is what I get from lavender, that sort of thing. Now, Lavender Creeper from the Holy Black is a phenomenal scented lather soap, and it works brilliantly. Now, the scent on this isn't too dissimilar to the scent from the Holy Black in terms of that real natural nice lavender. It's not sort of fake. This one here is a fougere. Now, it smells phenomenal to me, but what it smells like to me at the moment, it smells a little bit like, it's got a lot of citrus in it, so it does have that sort of lemon chill from Sterling about it. Now, he's still working on these scents, and he's still working on the amount of oils and stuff in here. The fougere is a lot stronger than the other two, the Jaffa and the lavender. But either way, no matter what he calls this or however he goes with it, whether it's a fougere or whether he goes down the citrus line, it smells brilliant, and I can't wait to use them. So this first one that I'm going to use today is Jaffa. It looks like that. That's just all been sort of scooped out. It is quite a firm soap. It's soft, but it's firm, if that makes any sense. And it smells great. So I'm going to put some water in the sink. Now, obviously, because it's come in a sample like this, I'm going to have to bowl lather it. So hopefully this works out well. And for you guys out there that follow Celtic, I've not even got my Celtic top on. I should have it on. But I'm going to be using my custom Leo Frio Ever Ready 300, I think it is, with the Celtic Football Club crest on the bottom there. And the reason I'm using this is, I don't know whether you guys can see on there, I'm pretty sure you can. Just down the bottom here, it says 1888. That was the year that Celtic were founded. And it's also, I think, I don't know whether I've hit 1888 on my subscriptions yet on the channel, but I'm not far off it. I'm like 1886 or 1887, so I don't know, I wanted to get this in when I was 1888 or before rather than after. But so this one's a Celtic shave, just based on the brush. Celtic shave wearing a Manchester United shirt, that makes sense, doesn't it? Soap is in my Saponificio Maraschino shaving grill. I've just scooped. It's quite a good amount that I've put in there. So let's see how we go. So straight into the bowl. Now there's no probablys about it. This will not be the best brush for a bowl lather because it's far too short. This is going to need a lot more water, so let's just add it now. I'm really looking forward to this shave. He's put a lot of effort into creating this soap. He's done that many different iterations of it and trying to get it right. And let's just see how it is today. Now what I might do, I might actually sort of load the brush really heavy with dry pasty soap and then take it over to the face and finish off with a face lather, so that I'm not affecting the lather itself with a bowl. But we'll see. Now I haven't actually tried this version of the soap. I've tried a few different iterations of it, but I haven't actually tried this version itself. So this, I believe, is the final sort of one that will hit the streets eventually. So as you can see, it's starting to peak nicely. It's just a little bit better than Williams mug soap. I've just dipped the tips. It's definitely not the best bowl brush for sure. It's not got the length in the handle. the scent's lovely. It's really nice. I didn't even talk about it. It was actually wafting up as I was mixing this up here. It's got a lovely, it's quite a light scent out of the soap. When it's hard, it's around about a 3 to 4, and I would say it's around about the same, around about a 4, maybe just going up towards a 4.5 in scent strength. Right, I'm going to stop here just now. I think it's still thick enough that it needs more water, but I'm going to add the rest of it on my face. Now, what I want to try and do is just get a bit of this lather off the handle. It's the problem with these small brushes when you bowl lather with them. Just got a little bit in my finger there. It feels very slick. That was sort of one of the main things that I noticed with the previous one. Oh, it's a lovely scent, really nice. Now, all of these soaps that will be coming out are all essential oil based. It is high quality essential oil, I can assure you that, because I know the stuff that he's using. It is real high quality stuff, and no expense has been spared in that regard. So I'm not 100% sure yet what the pricing is going to be, and I don't think he is either. But you'll get your money's worth out of the essential oils and stuff. It's similar to Australian Private Reserve and a lot of other companies that only use essential oils. The scents can only be what they are. They can't be superhuman scents like grape delicious and things like that, where it's artificially scented. But this is a nice scent. It's a good scent strength. The lather looks nice. The load in the brush, and let's just see how it feels. Straight off the bat, it feels very creamy. Really creamy. And I hope you're ready for the next bit. That's right, the beard's coming off. Just stick to tips. I've actually really enjoyed having the goatee this time around. This soap is brilliant. Really good. Oh shit, yeah, this is good stuff. I don't know whether you guys can really see how creamy this is. I can feel it. Oh, you bastard. Fuck. For those of you that don't know what just happened here, I've just leaned up over the top of the table and came back down on my dick right on top of the fucking table. Jesus. Woo! That's brought fucking water to my eyes, that. Well, there you go. A bit of excitement on the fucking channel today. Chris waxed dick on table. If you're not aware, I did have a circumcision last week. That's why that was pretty extreme. This lather is phenomenal. Wow. I'm going to put some more water in it, stuff it. I hope I don't react to this. If I react to this, I'll be absolutely devastated. That is absolutely stunning. Now, this is a vegetal based soap, I believe. I'm pretty sure he has moved away from tallow. I'm 99.9% sure. I should have asked. That's a very big question to ask. And for a lot of people, this is so thick. I cannot go over how thick and creamy this lather is. Right, I am actually using the Karve razor today to take this beard off. I'm going to try. I haven't taken it down, it's like 2.5 weeks growth here. This is going to be horrible. So I'm going to do all the quick stuff first that I can get to around here. And I've got a brand new, haven't used one of these blades for a long time, I don't know whether you can see them up there. Voskhod. So let's give it a bash. I moved away from Voskhod, I wasn't very keen on them. So let's just see how it feels today. In the world's best razor. And it feels pretty damn good. Yeah. And the residual slickness is there now, it's really nice. Wow. I have to say, I was getting a bit worried after that last soap batch that I was sent through. Got whatever he's done since then and now with this base. It's worked wonders with it. The blade feels actually quite nice in this razor. Does it feel as nice as an asset? No, it doesn't. But it's still very smooth. I think the razor's got a lot to do with that. I'm not going to go against the grain too much today. My skin's still healing a little bit from the reaction I had. Right, the moment of truth. You can see how thick that is in my beard. This is thick ass soap. I'm freaking amazed. Look how creamy that is in that bowl. This is none of your William shit. Right, here we go. I nicked myself then, I don't think I have. The Karve razor C plate, which is 0.85 blade gap. Tackling like 2.5 week growth on a beard, on a goatee, so let's see how it goes. Bringing waters to my eyes. I might have to I haven't really thought this through because I've used a blade which is generally quite a mild blade. Do you know what I'm going to do? I am going to... Shall I carry on? Oh fuck, I'll carry on. I'll just be fucking mad and do this. I've already smashed my cock on a table today, so can't get any worse, can it really? Yeah, this is pretty much useless through that amount of growth. What was I thinking? Do you know what would have been nice if I still had my Chevette? I'm just going to rinse this out. Right, and that's me done, guys. Thanks very much for tuning in and thanks very much for watching. This is the new goatee style. Don't look too bad, it probably looks actually better than it did before. Right, here we go. Where are you? I used to have one of these a long time ago for my head, but I gave it to my mate. So I'm just going to use this. This is the wife's one, so it's probably got fucking pubes and everything on it, who knows. It's only the wife. Right. So this video is going to be a little bit longer than normal, quite a bit longer probably. Right. Need some water in the sink now. Losing my mind. So all I'm doing is just going back to the bowl, just to reinvigorate the lather a bit because it has been sat for a little while. Lovely scent, really nice scent. It smells like chocolate orange. Oh, just give me a minute. Fucking having a nightmare here. So what I'm doing is I'm changing the blade. So this is the top cap of the Karve Christopher Bradley razor. The blade pops on, you just slide it down to the bottom, and there's absolutely zero wiggle. It doesn't move, it just sits right bang on those 2 pins, 3 pins I suppose, and in the handle with the base plate. And that's it. Let's see if this feels any different. Wow, it feels like a different razor. Well, first pass done, and all I can say unfortunately is these blades suck for me now. I really enjoyed them when I first started wet shaving. They're one of my favourites. Straight in the bin with that. They'll be coming down off the door again because looking at them just annoys me now. Bit of water in the face. Get lather number 2 on the go. Now, I don't have to do a big massive voluminous lather. I'm going to do it anyway. So, just took some more from the bowl. Yeah, the silk feels like spreading silk on your face. The scent is lovely, nice chocolate orangey scent, which is a scent I haven't really experienced much. I'm sure there's actually a soap out. There might be a soap already out there called Jaffa. Just a bit of tips. And again. I guess I don't have to go into this much effort with my second and third lathers. I just want to see how much I can push this silk. Wow. This feels like real premium stuff. Well, it is real premium stuff. It's got premium oils in it, it's premium quality ingredients in it. Just a big hair stuck in between the blade and the top cap. Yep, the residual slickness is good. Let's have a look. It's really good, yeah. Now what I've noticed with this soap is that it really melts down in the water nice, so there's obviously not a massive amount of oils in here they can block up pores and things like that, or clog your razors up, which is, it just dissolves in the water, which is good, but it also keeps its slickness on your skin, which I can imagine is quite a hard property really to get into. So I haven't come across too many soaps that just sort of melt away in the water but still make a lather like this. Now we've spent a long time working on the pH of this soap so that it aligns better with the human skin. The first couple that I tried were a little bit acidic, or alkaline I think they might have been actually. Oh yeah. Now that's a thinner lather, I haven't built it up as much this time, but it's still got that creamy sort of velvet feel to it. Pass number 3 down. I'm just going to touch up around about the lips now. Done a wonderful job with the scent, I have to say. What a shave again. Now, I don't know whether you guys can see the aftermath of the cold sores just here and on this lip here, a little bit red, a little bit, this one's still actually a little bit swollen on the inside. So that was, actually just let me finish off with a bit of this first. That was an ingrown hair, that one. It feels a bit weird having the beard off now. So all that popped on there just to go with this sort of scent. It smells not too dissimilar. Lucky Tiger aftershave and face tonic, which is a lovely calming, soothing thing. And let's say my skin's still just at the end of fixing itself from the reaction I had to the tablets I was on, so it's starting to look a hell of a lot better, definitely. And it's feeling better now as well, which is good. Right, so the soap today comes in this little tub. It is from the Secret Artisan over here. Do you know something? I'm not even 100% sure yet what his business is going to be. I think he actually told me what it was going to be called and sent me Mickey and sent me labels. But I can't remember. Memories are utter shit. Now the scent on this smells like Jaffa's, Jaffa cakes, Terry's chocolate orange, you name it, that sort of chocolate orange sort of scent. But it's really, really nice. It's not a super strong scent. I haven't reacted to the soap at all, which is lovely. I'm a little bit tender, probably there actually, more that side where I did the Voscod. A little bit tender there, but other than that, I've had a lovely shave. And once that Lucky Tiger absorbs in there, I'll be good to go. So the brush today was the custom Leo Frio Celtic Football Club, which, as I said at the start, 1888, which I think is pretty much where my subscribers count is at the moment, so I was really chuffed with that. And for me, 1888 is quite a significant year, as it was a year that Celtic were actually brought into existence. The razor was the Karve, which was absolutely exceptional once again. It's so smooth, it is just incredibly smooth with the right blade in it. The Voscod is quite clearly not the right blade in it. So I'm really happy with the results. The soap base is phenomenal, the scents are great, and I'm really looking forward to trying the other two. The other one's really strong, one is the lavender one, which doesn't really float my boat lavender, but it's actually really nice still. It's a nice scented lavender, but we'll just see how we go. He's pretty much there, so it'll be nice to see when these all get released and sent out there and get some reviews done on them and see how he goes with them. I mean, obviously it doesn't matter whether I'm testing a soap or whether I'm using the final product. You get my honest feedback on this channel. So my last use of it wasn't the best, it wasn't the slickest post slickness, with a post though, sort of residual slickness on your skin. It's great today. With that, just that Lucky Tiger, my skin feels super moisturised, really moisturised. So I'm really happy with the shave. I'm going to be doing a head shave now, so you can watch that one later if you want, but whether you watch head shaves or not, that's a different thing. I'm going to stick to pretty much the same setup. I'm going to change the brush up and go from there. So thanks very much for tuning in. Stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Cheers.